Hello, Cancer. What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind, and this is your channel for grace. Thank you so much for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay of this video. So we go over the astrology for the season. We're in Scorpio season, and then we do a reading for Cancer. So the astrology reading is for Cancer rising, and the intuitive reading is for Cancer sun, moon, Venus, and rising. So I recommend that you go and find your sign, the video for your rising sign, and watch the astrology for that, and then watch and the intuitive reading, and then also add sun, moon, Venus, and rising for the intuitive readings, the card readings, to that. So that's how I would recommend watching these videos that I put out. So like I said, we're going to cover the astrology. There are some major events happening this Scorpio season that are a big deal to talk about. And before we dive into that, I want to invite you to download my free moon astrology guide, which will tell you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. It will also enter you into my email list, which is the best way to stay in contact with me. There are a lot of holiday specials coming up, sales on Etsy. I'm having a special holiday reading that people have just been absolutely loving. I've never done this kind of reading before. It's very intuitive, and we kind of co-create it as we go. It's whatever you need in that moment, and we can tap into astrology, tarot. There's so many modalities that that are available to us at our fingertips for this session. We're just going to let intuition guide us. So so there's descriptions, or in the description of this video, there's links to everything that's coming up, but the email list is the best way to stay in contact. So definitely get on the list by downloading the free guide, and let's dive into your astrology. I'm going to switch this over, but give me 1 second. I'm going to switch the screen so we can look at your specific chart. All right, here we go. 3566 is the code. And your chart will pop up any second. And then I'll switch over the screen. Okay, here we go. So now we're looking at your chart. So we can specifically talk about Cancer rising for the astrology, and then sun, moon, Venus, and rising for the intuitive reading. So the first thing this already happened. This happened on Saturday. The sun moved into the sign of Scorpio. Now for you, that is actually something that is in the 5th house. This house rules Scorpio for you. So the theme and the reason why I, basically titled this video, "It's time to let your passion out," because this 5th house energy is going to be really, really intensely highlighted throughout this month for you, the Scorpio season. This is where this happens. And this is every year. This is the activation that you feel. So the 5th house of creativity, passion, your creative flow, romance, your relationship with your children, joy, the way that you find joy or give yourself joy. These are the energies, the themes that will be highlighted as the moon transits through this sign. So this is 30 days of this theme. It's a big deal. Mars is going to enter Scorpio on Saturday, on October 30th. So you're going to have to add now Mars into the picture here. And Mars in Scorpio. And this really is a powerful thing. Mars in Scorpio is very intense energy. It is relentless. It will go for what it wants. And it's about drive, motivation, and action. Those are the things that you are going to feel this desire to move towards. So this is why it's time to let your passion out. Scorpio it's not a good thing to restrict yourself. It's not a good thing to repress your desires, especially in the realm of sexuality, because this is the 5th house of sexuality as well. So it's not good to repress yourself. So this is the time to let it out. Go for what you want with a passion that only Scorpio can really, really understand. On that same day, Venus is actually going to enter into the wholeness phase. And Venus right now, when she enters into the wholeness phase, she's going to be in your 6th house. Right now, Venus is the evening star. She is in direct motion. She is increasing in brightness, or she's actually at the maximum brightness when she enters this phase. She's at the maximum height, maximum separation from the sun. She's the closest to Earth. And she is basically in this phase where she's so bright in the sky. It's like her full moon version of this phase. So this is a time to shine bright. This is a time to actualize our individual potential in complete service to the betterment of the world. This is where we let ourselves stand out. This is where we really give of ourselves to others. And it is here in your 6th house, which is the house of being present. So the best way that you can give to the world, better the world, and actualize your individual potential right now, while Venus is in this phase, which is 50 days, which part of it will be in your 6th house, and then the other part will be in your 7th. But basically is to be present in your relationships more than you have ever had before. This is the wholeness phase of Venus. This is the time to really be stand your ground, but be there shining bright. So you can anchor the light and show people that you are actually there. Then we'll have a new moon in Scorpio. So again, this is going to happen in your 5th house of creativity. That new moon is about setting intentions for you specifically. What do I want for my life? What do I want to create? What am I ready to be passionate about? What am I ready to bring forth to the world? How am I ready to bring more happiness and more joy into my life? And what do I want that gives me joy in terms of relationships, romantic relationships? What intention do I want to set so I can bring forth that energy into my life? Then we will see that transit of Venus entering the sign of Capricorn. So she's going to enter into the 7th house. The reason this is significant is because Venus will be in Capricorn for a long time, into January. This is where she does her retrograde, which only happens every 18 months. So they're significant, and they affect both all of us individually in terms of our relationships, and they affect us collectively in terms of our relationships. So Venus transiting your 7th house is about, and the retrograde that's coming is about sitting down and reflecting on your relationships. What do you want? Are these relationships meeting your goals? Are these relationships supporting you in your life path? That's what Capricorn is all about. And also taking responsibility. Am I taking responsibility in relationships? Are other people as well being responsible? But those are the things that will be coming up for you this month, as well as Venus begins her long transit through the sign of Capricorn. And then we will see Mercury enter Scorpio. So he adds to this intense 5th house, passionate energy for you. He's going to help you align your thoughts with your desires, with your deep, soulful, scorpionic desires. And don't feel weird about it at all. This is the time to do this. This is the universe right now is supporting you to really step into your creativity, into your flow, and to be passionate in life. Mercury will help you align your thoughts to that energy. And then we end with, there's a full moon, partial lunar eclipse in Taurus on November 19th, and that happens in the opposite house. So the moon will be here in your 11th. This eclipse is a powerful eclipse that is happening on a star called Algol. It is also a Pleiadian portal, because Algol, right around those degrees where the moon is going to be at, is the beginning of the Pleiades. So the Pleiades are all about heart consciousness, heart chakra energy. Rose quartz is a really good stone to work with when you're working with the Pleiades. They also channel light codes, and they really are here to help humanity, move into the next phase, the next dimension, and take their power back. But really, they actually really support more creativity and passion and sexuality, like sexual freedom. And sexual expression. The Pleiades are really about that. And the reason I'm talking about all of this is because Cancer, you tend to really, really be, that's an important part of your life, right? Your sexuality, your relationships, your intimacy is a really important part of your life. And this is the theme that comes up every Scorpio season. So don't be surprised. You're probably like, yeah, something really does happen Scorpio season where I really get really passionate and like desire things more strongly than before. And it is that passion that is calling you. But this full moon is going to complete, that cycle where you set intentions for the new moon in the 5th, and it'll finish with, okay, now that you've really allowed yourself the creative space to express yourself, you can now fully give of your gifts to the world. So it's going to be a powerful moon. And remember, eclipses are times of revolution in our lives. So the revolution will happen in the realm of friendships, acquaintances, the networks of people that you work with, people in general, and then how you share your gifts with the world. And the important thing about this month that I've been talking about in all of these videos, make sure you watch your Sun, Moon, and Venus. If you're Cancer rising, watch the other videos for Sun, Moon, and Venus, wherever they are for the intuitive reading, because this energy is really a giving us a gift right now. In January, all of 2022, basically, we're going to see the North Node in Taurus and the South Node in Scorpio. So this 11th, 5th house duality, so far you've been having a very strong 12th and 6th house energy for the last 18 months with the North Node in in Gemini, and the South Node in Sagittarius. This has been the theme of spirituality and then bringing it in to this present moment and being present for yourself throughout this cycle. But next year, it's going to be about, friendships and your gifts to the world, and then also your passion and your creativity. So we're getting a glimpse. Whatever intentions you set, this will be the next 6 months. You're like setting it in stone by what you choose to bring into your life, activate, initiate on November 4th on that new moon, and then what you choose to complete and bring energetically to this powerful climactic kind of moment, completion moment on that full moon eclipse, and then the new 6-month cycle begins. So it's important to notice what comes up this season, because you will see a lot of the same things come up for all of 22 and into 2023. So it's a big deal. This is a big deal. This is the first eclipse that we're seeing in Taurus, and then we're going to be seeing a lot of eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio next year, and that's going to be gnarly. So anyways, that is the astrology for you for this season. And now I would love to pull some cards for you for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising in Cancer. So let's see what cards want to come out. We're going to pull an intuition card, challenge card, overall theme, and wisdom from the ancestors. So, whoa, first card that comes out is the Wheel of Fortune. I love that. So, you know what that tells me? I can actually talk about this one while I'm pulling the others. That tells me that the tides are turning in your life, that this is a season where if you have felt stuck, if you have felt like things are not moving forward, if you have felt like there's karmic things going on, because the Wheel of Fortune can also have to do with karmic energies. If you feel that, this is going to be a moment where you actually, that's going to change. You're not going to feel that way anymore. There's going to be a shift. The tides are turning. The wheel of karma is turning. So you'll feel that. Also, Scorpio, which rules, oh my God, you got the bat. Scorpio, which rules Pluto, or Pluto rules Scorpio, either way, is also about the underworld. And that's about past lives, karma, things like that. So very significant that the Wheel of Fortune is the first card. This is a good thing. This is a good luck thing. So the wheels are changing, and the things that are coming up for you are because there's some kind of a shift beginning. It's like the beginning of a really powerful change in your life. And for some of you, that might be a really welcomed energy. The challenge position, you did get the 10 of Swords. However, it is reversed. So the reversed 10 of Swords is recovery, regeneration, and new beginnings. And the reason this is a challenge is because you may have been for so long feeling this 10 of Swords energy that you're like, really? It's really going to end. It's really going to be over. I'm recovering. Am I really recovering? Am I really regenerating now? Like, it's a surprise to you because you feel like you've been in this kind of intense space for a long time. But remember, the tides are changing, the wheel is turning, and you are now entering a phase of recovery and regeneration. That's a challenge for you for some reason. It's in the challenge position. So only you can intuitively know like what that is for you. But this is what's happening. It's actually a really powerful thing. So what is the overall theme is the Seven of Swords. So I feel maybe dishonesty, dealing with dishonesty has been what you have been dealing with, or dealing with betrayal, or dealing with deception. It's almost like someone has gotten away with something and now you're healing that process. Or maybe you're the one that got away with something and now you need to learn to forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive others. Others need to learn to forgive you. I mean, it's kind of a mutual thing here. It can go both ways. But know that this is the overall theme that you have been dealing with and will continue to kind of face. This is what the intensity of it is, the dishonesty and the betrayal that you feel. And it could be also betrayal, like you feel like you betrayed yourself in some way. And that can be heavy to deal with. Your spirit guides always coming through so beautifully. You get the Moonchild card, which is basically the moon card. Let's see if I can get a better glimpse at it there. So listen to your intuition. Let your emotions flow. Of course, you know how to do that. I don't really need to tell you how to do that, Cancer. But the moon card is the moon goddess. This is what we're talking about in the moon goddess training. She rules this energy. Goddess Isis. You know, you can call on Goddess Isis to come and help you through the difficult times, the emotional waves that come from shifts, changes, things, you know, you releasing things and then coming back to take your power back and own yourself again. So you did get the bat, which is very fitting for Scorpio season. The bat is the darkness. It is letting go. It is death leading to rebirth. How beautiful. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set, and the moon to rise. Oh my God, I love this. So perfect for you, Cancer. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. That's very Scorpio. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify, I love this, the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. Yes, Cancer, the bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. It's just a few hours. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. Fuck yeah, Cancer. No more lingering in the past. That's enough. That's enough. Let yourself be cleaned, healed, clarified. When in balance this month, you're going to be accepting, you're going to be adaptable, you're going to adjust to things. If you feel out of balance, if you're refusing to let go of the past, if you're reminiscing too much, you need to do something that will get you out of the funk. And so what can show you the opposite of lingering in that kind of intense, kind of negative emotional energy? Go watch the sunrise. Focus on the sun instead of the moon. Beautiful message. Thank you so much, Cancer, for watching this video. Share this out with your friends. And I hope you guys have a beautiful season. Make sure to check out all the links below. We have a special holiday reading. I have new malas coming out, essential oil blends, a sale that's going to start November 1st, which I am like freaking ecstatic about. It's going to go through December 31st for like everything on my Etsy shop is going to be on sale. And that sale begins, I believe, I think like Monday, sometime next week, November 1st. But I hope that you guys have a beautiful season, and I hope this message helps to support you during this time. And I hope that you also enjoy receiving these powerful readings. And I will see you again very soon. Satnam.